Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lolcow News Network. Now, you already got a little preview there of what we're discussing. ChrisChan's back. He's posting online. Let's talk about it. So, I wanted to bring this up. I mentioned this in one of my last videos where... No, it was during the first episode of the newsroom. I'm sorry. But I had mentioned, one thing Chris had posted was this photo here. This is on his Twitter, or X, or whatever the fuck stupid shit you want to call it. But, here we go. See, we are on Twitter, just so no one, thinks I'm faking. But this is his bedroom at Barb's house. Because, I mean, let's face it, as much as this is his bedroom at the Sonichu Temple. I mean... yeah, this is Barb's house, but this is also the Sonichu Temple, but that's what scares me. If Chris is back there, look, there have been arguments and allegations that Barb was grooming Chris, that, Barb's, and there are also allegations, obviously, that, Barb has dementia and isn't all there. At this point, until we can speak to Barbara Chandler, we're not going to know for sure. There have been some people in the ChrisChan subreddit that have been like, oh yeah, I spoke to Barb, she seemed fine. And, okay, let's say that is the case. When it comes to dementia and things like that, people do have moments of being lucid. So you could have just been lucky and she was lucid, or you could just be talking out of your ass, or for all we know, you could be fucking telling the truth. But no matter what, Chris should not be back at that house. He should not be back at the Sonichu Temple. If anything, because he'll probably try to go for round 2 with the Barbussy, and none of us want that. But with Chris being back online, that also opens up a whole new floodgate. I mean, we have already seen a multitude of weens trying to, do what weens do. I had to cough. But we've already seen them trying to do what they do best, and I understand wanting to, fuck with him personally and troll him. But what a lot of these guys, especially these newer ones who found out about Chris, be it through the Geno Samuel documentary or through the Gamer from Mars or just by word of mouth, who the hell knows how some of these people heard of him. But let's think about this. Whenever you watch a documentary about the Crocodile Hunter, when you would watch Steve Irwin, he's a bad example, never mind. We don't interact with the Lolcows if we can avoid interacting with the Lolcows. The biggest thing we're supposed to do is we need to watch from a distance and document what they're doing. And that's one of the biggest things I try to do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am more than happy to have Chris on here. I am more than happy to let to let Chris speak his mind and say his fucking piece on here. But ultimately, it boils down to if he wants to. I mean, I've put an offer out there. I've made it known. Look, you are very welcome to, come here and speak your mind. Hell, I'll even, make it a proper style interview for you. We'll have questions set up. Trust me, bud, it would be squared away. But, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It just... What's kind of throwing me, too, is Chris does seem to have someone new who is white knighting for him. I mean... What was the guy's name? Otaku King. There we go. Again, sorry. Mentally, I'm fucking exhausted. Like, it's been a rough few days. But Otaku King, we all remember him. He was the one that ran into Chris at Walmart or something, said, oh yeah, I talked to him, he seemed cool. Well, Otaku King, he took this screenshot, setting the record straight. Yeah. Otaku King, either you're a troll or you actually believe that, and I'm here to tell you he's not innocent. He is just absolutely not innocent. And a big thing that people, really don't want to, kind of get through their fucking skulls is, oh, well, he wasn't found guilty. Okay, a court never determined innocence or guilt. And that's simply because, again, Chris's lawyer had an autism deferral program put into place. Effectively, Chris got off on mammal molestation on the tarred card. And, I mean, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. The fact that someone can actually sit there and try to defend him, but the fact that Chris is sitting here constantly, I didn't do it, I didn't rape her. You did, Chris. Sex happened. You admitted it. Barb was interviewed, and Barb, they would not have actually just went after you and arrested you and everything unless they had some kind of viable evidence. And just word of mouth, I mean, let's face it, even back then, it was 2021. People have fucked up senses of humor, and unfortunately, incest jokes kind of come hand in hand with it. I mean, you didn't come in a hand, but neither here nor there. I'm going to hell for that. But no, what happened is, Chris, when the police found out what you did, Barb was then contacted, spoken to, and interviewed by either police or a social worker. And they would know if she was lucid or not in those moments, buddy. So what that means is she was lucid enough where she was able to give them that information. And in turn, well, you got to spend some time in the Stony Lonesome. Got some pretty silver bracelets too, didn't you, buddy? I bet you weren't expecting them for the dimensional merge shit. And for that matter, I'm not gonna bring it. No, you know what? What the fuck actually happened to the original Sonichu car? We don't fully know. I'm personally of the belief it got repossessed because I think Chris was still actively making payments on it. And now obviously Chris is still receiving his disability. Remember, when it comes to disability, you don't actually lose it until there is a conviction made. So Chris was still more than likely receiving those payments every month that built up, and up. And that's how he was able to buy the new car that we've seen him in. But where is Chris now? He has been doing everything within his power to go through and keep his location hidden. I think he is back at the Sonichu Temple, personally. I think he is there, and honestly, I think we need to try to have police do a wellness check on that house just to be safe, because we've already seen photos of Chris at the house, well, at least his vehicle. Now, some people were arguing, oh, he was just there to get his shit, or oh, this, that, and the third. No. The fact is, Chris's car was fucking chilling there, and that's what really worries me. I don't know, man. A lot of this is weird. Like, with anytime Chris is involved, it gets weird. So, I'm personally thinking that I'm thinking he is back at the house. But the problem is, he doesn't want to admit it because there's more than likely a chance that that protective order is still in place. And if that is so, and if Chris is back there living, what that means is he is violating that protective order. And he knows, oh shit, if I get caught violating this, I'm going to go back to jail. But who knows? I mean, again, there are rumors that he's moved out of state, so maybe he was just there getting his shit and that was a photo he took before he got it. There's a lot of variables and possibilities that could come into mind where Chris is involved. So, I mean, a lot of it's kind of hard to tell. Again, he has been posting, just 15 hours ago, give or take. Yeah, 15 hours ago, he posted the Rose Chew Christmas play thing, which I did do a video on. You guys should go check it out. I was high as shit and tired and sick, so, please go check it out. I really need the subs and the views, because, these Lolcows, man, they're right. Any of us who do these videos, we don't have jobs, I'm just sitting here waiting for the moment one of them post. Need that content. Need it. We need it so we can post it. No, plain and simple, Chris, again, I'm trying to reach out to you as a person. Buddy, you need help. I think with Chris's return to the internet, we're going to see him go downhill mentally faster and faster. You know, he is going to continue to mentally, I hesitate to use the word, no, not degenerate. No, that's not the, we're going to see him continue to go downhill. No matter what, Chris is going to continue to mentally go downhill at this point. And I honestly think with his, disabilities, autism and all that, I do think that time in jail probably did way more damage than it did good. And that's what's really kind of got me on edge and worried. Because it's like, okay, 2 years in jail, no real contact with the outside world except for maybe 1 or 2 people until you got into a group home. Because in Chris's case, yeah, finding a group home for someone like him is extremely difficult. It is a very difficult, time-consuming process that could potentially never even work out. I mean, I hate to say it, but when it comes to, the states at least, and actually trying to get people who are in very clear need of severe psychiatric help, well, we kind of fuck up and fail in that department. I think Chris should not have been allowed to be back online. I think he should have been kept in the group home or the psych hospital, honestly, a bit longer. So, I don't know. What's your all's thoughts? There's a lot going on here. I want to know what everyone here's thoughts are. Thank you, though, for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you all in the next one. And again, Chris, if you see this video, reach out to me. I want to interview you.